Alright, time now is 10:50 a.m. in the morning on October 11th, 11th, yes. On the second day of Aoba shoot, and I just randomly met this Japanese girl who looks like a bird. Not looks like a bird, acts like a bird, Karin. And I randomly ran up to her and asked her, "Where's Pepper?" And I look back at it and I think to myself, like, damn, this is something that I would never do. Like running up to a random stranger whom I've never seen before just to ask a silly question like this when I don't need to ask a question, like when I could just wait. Like like that's really crazy and adventurous of me to do something like that. I feel like this is the school trance, you know how you go to school long enough and you get comfortable with your environment, and then at some point you just start doing and saying weird things that you wouldn't otherwise do, or not weird things, but like you just become more adventurous as a person. I don't think I have been in my entire life been in a better situation that I am in right now. Like it's it's actually amazing, you know? Because back in primary school, I thought, okay, in secondary school, I'm gonna have a new life. It's gonna be great, and then it fucking sucks, and I hit my low point in my life. And then after secondary school, I became a really sad and negative person. And I thought my life here in America is going to be a battle, it's going to be a war. And surely the first 3 months is awful, but from then on out, it actually gets better and better. And, life always surprises you. All right, time now is 6:30. Oh, my voice is not that bad right now. So let's talk about what happened today real quick. I went to college. I originally planned to do an album review before I leave, but I'm running out of time. But yeah, Pepper asked me what other UCs I'm gonna apply to, and I said none. Like aside from UCLA, none, because UCSB, UCR, they don't have film production. They only offer film studies. Um, they're good backup plans, but I already have backup plans. LMU and CSUN are my backup. Um, so I think that's enough. I'm preparing 7 sets of application, but she does have a point. If LMU denies me, if UCLA, USC, and LMU deny me, if I'm super unlucky, which I am, if they all three of them deny me, then I'm gonna need a backup. And that's of course CSUN, which is very easy to get into. But if I get to choose between CSUN and I don't know, maybe UCR or UCSB, like which one will I choose? Because the UCs are more famous, and the UCs provide better education overall, like outside of film. And I realize there's so much I have to share with Pepper, like about the internships. I'm gonna respond to the Indian professor tonight. But also the Asian World Film Festival, which is another thing. So internships that go into our resume, and then I talked to her about the personal statements. John L can read it for us. Christian's friend can read it for us. So that's important. The Duolingo test that Pepper needs working on. I'm gonna do the test first, and then after I do the test, I'm gonna tell her how to do it, and I'm gonna teach her. Because yeah, just Pepper needs my help, and I want to help her. So that's the Duolingo test. So that's the personal statement, the Duolingo test, and the internship slash resume situation. Patrick told me he only ordered it for $5 because he ordered a used version, and I was like, "Fuck, I should have done that." So I immediately went to my phone. I went to Amazon.com and I tried to cancel the order, and guess what? My cancel request was denied. I cannot cancel it. I have spent $90 and it's permanent. Now, in defense of the $90 textbook, the other option, the used option, is $1 something. Which, yeah, it's cheap, but it's probably in very poor condition. So maybe going for the $90 is the better way to go. Yeah. Right now is 9:11 p.m. Let's wrap it up today. I've already spoken enough. More conversations with Pepper. I really have a lot of information for her, including the Asian World Film Festival stuff and the internship stuff, which is the Asian World Film Festival stuff, letter recommendation stuff, and personal statement stuff. Even if I and Pepper do not become really close friends at the end of the day, I feel like it's important that we rely on each other to survive. We're both Hong Kongers, we're both in our third year. Also, if you're wondering what happened to my mouth, I just had spaghetti and it's pretty good. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm going to be first AC, and I'm not going to have a lot of time to talk to Pepper anyways, which is actually a huge advantage, because if the professor sees me and Pepper talk a lot, he may connect the dots and be like, if he's smart enough, he may connect the dots and see, oh, maybe Pepper asked for the letter of recommendation, and then Pepper told me, and then I ask. But if we don't talk a lot, it creates the illusion that both of us ask on the same day coincidentally, and that's the effect I want to achieve. So, I'm applying to university, but I'm literally doing this in such a strategic, psychological way of scamming that it's amazing, actually. Like, all this dancing just for the uni app. I am a fucking genius. Alright, time now is 8:05 a.m. in the morning on October 12th. It's a Wednesday, which means I am going to... Wait, October 12th. Is that someone's birthday? Someone's having a birthday today, isn't it? I'm gonna check. October 12th. Shoot. Oh my god, I'm just like, there's just so many birthdays, goddamn. But anyways, today's a Wednesday, which means I'm going to film 32 class. This is why I woke up extremely early. This is why I'm tired as hell. Last night at around 10 p.m., suddenly a bomb exploded. Our Italian film class professor, had suddenly told us that the shoot for today is cancelled. And the professor's going to see that. And so if Pepper asks first, and then I ask later, then it's going to arouse suspicions. Like, oh, so Enoch, this guy, only asked because Pepper asked first, and Pepper told Enoch about it. Which makes my decision of asking a lot less legitimate. So right now, maybe it's not a bad idea to ask at the same time. I have no idea. I gotta think about this.
Get ready. Oh yeah, you're not an actor anymore.
Guys. One corner? No, that's the point. And then there's like...
Can the other one smaller?
I just need to check. Oh,
Mad drift.
oh damn.
It's a fucking Fast and Furious Tokyo drift.
Oh.
You've seen it, then you've seen it, then you know you have to. So we're
Oh. Oh.
So let's say the... Okay. So.
Alright, time now is 6:06 p.m. on October 12th. So let's talk about today. Today's quite interesting, but not in the same way you would think. I would say, I'll say this. Today, for the most part, is really good. It's a happy experience. That is something I can't deny. But the way today ended was... How do I describe it? I wouldn't say depressing. I wouldn't say strange, but it's something in between. So buckle your seatbelts, because I'm going to talk a lot again. But that's okay, because I'm going to make it an exception today. So, I thought I was going to be late. I woke up a little early today because usually when I go to my film 32, the class starts at 9, and the bus ride, including the waiting time, estimated, is about 35 minutes. So I wake up at 8. Usually I wash up. And by that I mean like I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast, I change my clothes, and I do this little video thingy. 25 minutes, and then boom, it's 8:25. I wait for the bus, I take the bus, boom, it's 9, perfecto. I walked to the bus stop and I was gonna start listening to music. And then suddenly, lo and behold, a young girl with brunette dyed hair walked towards me without a mask on. And I could immediately tell it's Pepper. Pepper waved her hand at me, I waved back. And at that point, I was really tired, so I wasn't like, yo, Pepper! I was just like, hey, what are you doing here? Because Pepper usually takes another bus, but that other bus decided to not show up today. So she walked all the way here to take this bus. So that's really great. So I and Pepper, we sat together on the bus, which is another W, another huge W for me. I pretty much know and have spoken to every single person in my class right now, like at this point, which is really great. But the thing is, every single department has things to play with. The grip and electric department, they got the lights, which are readily available inside the studio. The art department, they have the sets, they're building it, they have the props. The only department who doesn't have anything to do is the camera department. So me, the big fat Latino, Jonathan, that's his name. And Eric's the second AC. I'm the first AC. Jonathan is the cam up. This German guy, Robin, he is the dolly grip. We have nothing to do. There's a dolly there, so we played around with the dolly a little bit, but otherwise, we just helped out left and right. And then we had the lunch break, and me, Pepper, Eric, and Christian followed another guy whose name is Tyler. We went to this Thai restaurant, which is in Sawtell, actually. We went to the restaurant, and the first thing I saw after entering through the door is 4 cops. And for any other people in the world, especially people who are not oppressed, it's fine. They're just policemen, friendly neighborhood policemen. But I'm a Hong Konger, and I'm allergic to those people. So I'm like, oh, fuck, cops. Also, with the chicken soup noodles, we ordered takeout. They only gave her a fork. How do you eat soup noodles with a fucking fork? Where's the chopsticks? Where's the spoon? So there are no chopsticks, so I just went to the cafe and grabbed 2 popsicle sticks and I gave it to Pepper, and Pepper actually used it. So there's that. Now, after lunch, we continued building the set, and it was really chill. There were many moments where I just sit around and rest. There are also many moments where I actually do stuff, which is really fun. There's a really long conversation, or not really long, but like really good conversation between me, Pepper, and Aoba. So Pepper and Aoba are getting closer and closer and closer, which is something nice to see actually. And Aoba, like during the first break, like before we left the room, Aoba even walked up to me and Pepper saying, "Oh, thank you, you two, for helping me with the short film." And I realized, damn, in this entire class, only I and Pepper helped, even though it felt like the whole class helped. Because I always thought Aoba's family name is this is XY. I'm not gonna actually say her name, bro. But turns out it's ZY, okay? And it means this and that. And so I told Aoba that, and Aoba was like, "Oh yeah, it means this and that." And then I said, "Oh, I thought this was like a word for another thing." And then she's like, "Oh no, it has another meaning." But I know I'm very vague right now. I'm trying to protect Aoba's identity, but just so you know, it has something to do with colors and how Japanese words for colors are different with Chinese words for colors. And Aoba even talked about how when I was in my high school, we had to learn like ancient traditional Chinese as well, which is shocking because I thought only Chinese people and Taiwanese people and the Hong Kongers have to do that. And Pepper found it surprising too. But turns out Aoba had to study that, and it's like necessary. It's part of the Japanese class, but theirs are a little more simple. But they actually had to learn, So I actually typed up Hongzi, which is Confucius. I didn't type, I wrote it, and then I showed Aoba, like, you know this guy, right? And he's like, "Oh, Koshi, yeah." So we say Hongzi, and she said Koshi. A little bit later, in the set. So Alan is a Mexican guy, and he talked about folklorico, which is like a traditional Mexican folk dance. He tried to teach Eric how to say it, and Eric can't say it, like folklorico. And then I immediately said folklorico, and then he's like, wow, like even Enoch knows how to pronounce it. And then a little bit later, Eric was there too. I was just bored and I was speaking names. And again, Robin is a German guy, and I said, Robin. And then he was standing far away, and he like turned because like somebody called him in German, like called his name in German, and he's like, yeah, it's me. And he asked me, wait, do you speak German? And I'm like, no. And he's like, wow, you got like perfect German. That's like German pronunciation. And I'm like, haha, linguistics. So yeah, I'm just good at languages, man. I'm just good. And, like, I suck at everything else, but at least there's one thing that I'm confident in, and that is like when it comes to pronouncing words and from different languages, like I can just nail it. The pitch. Last Wednesday, me, David, Liana, the Russian, me, David the Swede, Liana the Russian, Yulia the Russian girl, Leia the Czechian girl, and Andrew the white American guy, 6 of us, we pitched a scene so that we can film them in Film 32. Today, our professor, out of these 6 scenes, had to pick 4 so that we can do for the rest of the semester. And guess what? I and Liana's ideas are rejected, which is actually kind of a relief, even though as much as I would want to see my the lighthouse idea come true, I don't want to direct it because it seems like a lot of pressure. So I'm actually kind of relieved. Very soon I'll be applying to UCLA and USC and other schools. And can you write is it okay if you write a letter of recommendation for me? And then the professor was like, and then professor explained that I have to take 2 classes with him completely in order for him to write a letter for me. Completely. So right now I'm taking the 2nd class, but it's not completed yet. But because the letter of recommendation for UCLA is actually handed in January, it's actually in time. So if I actually complete Film 32 and then ask for his letter of recommendation, I actually have time. So at the end, I'm like, oh, okay. So he actually said, oh, you can just ask me in December. Throughout the day, Pepper has been calling someone in Cantonese. Now, if Pepper calls someone and she speaks in English, I'm like, okay, it's got to be one of those people. But if she speaks in Cantonese, it's either any of these people. It's either that hot Hong Konger girl who like shows off herself in the bikini, and the reason being is that like Pepper also called her a couple Wednesdays ago when Pepper told me that she quit the well, and she showed me her IG. Or it's Connor the Macanese guy from Film 50. And then I never really asked her what's going on, but it appears that at the very end, when we left the building, Pepper talked on the phone, and I could hear it because it's literally out loud. Pepper said, okay, I will meet you soon, right here. So Pepper's meeting someone in this campus later. It's got to be Connor the Macanese guy. And that's funny because I also follow him on Instagram, and I saw him making Instagram stories about being here. The Macanese guy took a photo of the views in this campus and posted it on his IG. That's how I know he's here as well. And then I asked Pepper, like, what's going on? And Pepper said, oh, I have Film 50 exam this Saturday, and I want to study with him. So I'm like, oh, okay. And when I and Pepper and this Macanese guy hung out or not even hung out, when we took the bus together back home on Saturday, I almost get the sense that I and this guy are like yin and yang. We're complete opposites of each other. He's a very muscular dude. I'm kind of skinny. I'm very fucking serious and emotional, and he's very random, spontaneous, and like, you know, I and Pepper are very different. And Pepper told me herself that the Macanese guy is like the male version of her. You know, you two are studying for Film 50, right? I could just sit around and enjoy it. I mean, I'm just going to go home now, and I have nothing to do. I didn't plan anything to do for the rest of the day, and that's true. Can I join? And Pepper's like, what? Really? Aren't you tired? Like, aren't you tired? I mean, we're not going to talk or anything. We're just going to sit silently. So I didn't say much. I'm like, oh, okay. We'll see, you know. Maybe I don't have to join, but I'll, like, follow Pepper until I see the Macanese guy, say hi to him, and then I'll leave. You know, that's like, you know, maybe I'll do that. Okay. It's slowly creeping into 5 p.m. Suddenly, this weird white guy who seems like homeless. I mean, he seems well groomed, but he seemed like he's high. He acts like he's on cocaine. He ran up to me and Pepper and said, hey guys, you study film? You study film? You're a film major? And I'm like, yeah. And at first it's like kind of friendly, but then he's like very jittery, and his words are so fast and they race out of his mind, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like he's trying to say 10 things at once. Oh, you guys study film? Do you have Instagram? Do you have Facebook? Do you have email? Do you want to make tons of money? Do you know Kanye West? So I worked on a music video. You know, I'm part of a company. Oh wait, where are you from? Where are you from? And so Pepper said, oh, I'm from Hong Kong. And he's like, Chinese, China. Yeah. I know a Chinese girl. She's also from here. And Pepper's like, oh, is it Leslie? Because Leslie, the only film Chinese girl she knows. Leslie, a Chinese girl. I've mentioned her. And he's like, it's L-U, yeah, it's her. And I'm like, what? So, and then the guy asked me, like, if I have Instagram, and I immediately turned him down. I said, oh, I don't use Instagram. I even thought of deceiving him by faking an accent, but I feel like that's just too far gone. Like, that's too mean. But I'll just go along and I'll say I don't have Instagram. And he's like, oh, it's okay, you don't have Instagram, that's fine. You have email, you have Facebook. Let me show you. So he pulled out his phone and he started showing me, like, what company he's working for. He has a t-shirt called Borderless Delusion. And his company, quote unquote company, is also called Borderless Delusion. And what happened, and he talked about how, you know, oh, he's doing this film thing and he's making tons of money. Just give me a call, and I know tons of people here. And then something really weird sort of happened. He opened his Instagram right out in the open so that I could see his DMs. And one of his latest DMs is from Lauren the DP. Which is really weird, because Lauren seems like a legit film guy, but this fucking guy here seems like a homeless. I don't trust him, okay? Like, when I said I don't have Instagram, I looked at Pepper, and Pepper, like, smiled at me. I don't know if it's a, oh, you're a liar, I love that kind of smile, or is it like, oh, you're a liar, you're insane kind of smile. But I feel like it's somewhere in between. But it felt good, you know, it felt good lying like that. It just went out so smoothly. And then the guy pressed Pepper. Oh, Pepper, no, like, Pepper didn't really give him her name, but he asked Pepper if he can get her email, and Pepper's like, oh, I'm good. And I looked at the guy and I'm like, yeah, we are in a hurry. I'm sorry, but yeah. I'll give you a call if we need you. And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. And then he just walked away. Okay. I turn around. Pepper's gone. What? Where is she? And I looked. I swear I could hear some like very faint footsteps, and it's right, and it's the staircase behind me. And I'm like, okay. So of course I'm not gonna run after Pepper, but I walked up the stairs, and Pepper's completely gone. She completely disappeared. Pepper probably ran in a very quiet way. What the fuck? Where did she go? So there's this crazy, I'm gonna call him the cocaine man, even though I don't know if he has taken any cocaine, but he acts like he has. So the cocaine man was right there, in front of the table in the outdoor area. And I don't want him to see me because he may hassle me again. So I went inside the cafe, the little indoor area, and I hid behind the wall, and I took a peek. I was like this. I took a peek. You know, he doesn't see me, but I see him. I'm very fucking good at this. I'm the fucking detective, man. I'm the fucking detective. You don't mess with the fucking detective. I'm good at this. I'm so good at this. Hopped onto the bus, and what is originally a 20-minute bus ride became 15 minutes long because of the insane traffic. At some point, the bus stopped multiple times, and many people were talking to the bus driver, upset. Many people just left and walked off the bus. And if you can remember what happened to me in Form 3, you know walking off a bus during a traffic jam is not a good idea. So I waited until a long while, but at the end, I did get off the bus in the second last stop to my home. I would immediately run away. Like, that's just something I would do, you know? And that's a feeling that I haven't felt in such a long, long time. I haven't truly felt like the paranoia, the lying, the secrets, the fear. It's so reminiscent of my secondary school life, and I just absolutely love it. Like, for a moment, for a split second, I could almost feel it again. And it's amazing. And I'm not happy because of it. I'm sad and I am distressed. But it's enjoyable sadness, you know? It's enjoyable distress. But it can't be that simple, right? I met a lot of people, I had a great time. But it can't be that simple, right? The world, reality must have something very bad prepared for me. Like, I get that feeling, you know? I get the feeling that the world has something bad and evil prepared for me. It's trying to hype me up just to crush me back down. It can't be that simple. And voila, it's not simple. And I'm happy, because if it stays simple, and if the Macanese guy never shows up, and I and Pepper were forever really close and happy, and I constantly meet people and make friends, and I have a very great life, something's just wrong. Where's the pain? Where's the suffering? Where's the pain and suffering I know well? Well, even though I didn't experience much pain or suffering today, I feel like today is a really great example of reality is always a little more complicated. Like, with what I've experienced with Pepper, like the bubble tea stuff, the New Well stuff, the Whittier. I think I'm already really friggin' grateful. So if it ends right now, I will already be pretty happy. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm already like satisfied. So I mean, I'm not really asking for much. Yeah. Holy fuck! There was a gas leak. There was a fucking gas leak. Alright, time now is 11:03 p.m. I'm just gonna do some laundry and go to bed. I spilled some soy sauce on my pants earlier today. I feel as though today is apocalyptic, like the beginning of my downfall, and that's probably true, but I don't think Pepper will randomly start hating on me. But then again, I don't know. I feel like I trust Pepper a lot, but not enough. I feel like there's still, like, room to be had, like, when it comes to trust building. I mean, right now, I feel like Pepper also trusts me a lot, and I feel like that's not going to change. But not to the fullest, you know, like there's still like room. There's still you can still feel a little untrust between us. Alright, time now is 12:29 afternoon on October 13th. Wow, I had an amazing sleep. I'm in my pajamas right now, which means that I will do some exercises on my bed again. I'll do some sit-ups, I'll do some push-ups. It's going to be nice. Today's gonna be a chill day. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing important's gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna do anything crazy today. Yeah, yesterday with the whole situation with Pepper, again, I like that the more time passes, the more I realize that the situation isn't that bad. It's just that I guess I was just so tired and stressed out yesterday that I had a weird psychological detour, you know. I had a weird psychological detour and I had to do something. I truly don't think Pepper or Connor saw me. I truly don't think. I'm real good at hiding. Alright, time now is 10:29. I'm just gonna wrap it up real quick today. I don't know what happened here. Like it feels like it's not acne. It feels like I legit accidentally hurt myself. Like a cut. But yeah, nothing important happened today. I didn't speak to anyone important, nothing happened. I'm running out of time, especially given that I'm about to watch a 3-hour long movie. So it's good because I don't have much to talk about really. I'm gonna speak to Pepper tonight, hopefully. I want to ask her about counselors because you can just walk into the main campus and see a counselor now, except on Fridays. On Fridays, the walk-in counseling stuff, it will end at 1:30 p.m. and I want to sleep naturally tomorrow morning, so I don't want to wake up early. But yeah, in any case, today, or actually yesterday, last night? No, today, this afternoon, out of curiosity, I went to electronics.sunny.com and put the lens and the camera body, A7 III, into my shopping cart just to see how much it will cost, including the taxes, and also including a 2-year protection plan. $3,600. 3,600. Like, holy shit, that is 28,000 Hong Kong dollars. Alright, time now is 12:17 afternoon on October 14th. I just woke up. I slept very freaking late at 3:25. So yeah, today we're in for another incredibly boring day. So as you can probably tell, I'm not planning to see the counselor today. But today there's a script writing club leadership meeting, and there's a chance that it may take place in person. And if that's the case, then I'll have to leave my apartment to CMD. If that's the case, then yeah, sure. If that's not the case, then I'll just stay at home the whole day again, because I have nowhere to go and nothing to do. I suddenly feel like I haven't reached level 6 again. You know, level 6 upper class? I mean, Aoba inviting me to work for her short film is a huge breakthrough. It's really significant. But sometimes I just want people to ask me to hang out just for the sake of hanging out, you know? But in round 2, I've actually never hung out with someone just for the sake of hanging out. I've never done that. Aside from Thomas, I think I did like go to the Century City with Thomas a while back in late August. I think that happened. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yesterday I smashed a spider to death. Alright, time now 7:02 p.m. You know what? Let's wrap it up today. So I just came back home about 15 minutes ago, took out the trash, and my plan is to cook dinner, except right now it's not quite my dinner time yet. I don't know what happened to me today. Okay, so right off the bat, early in the morning, apparently Cindy bumped the aircon temperature up to 80 fucking Fahrenheit again. 80 fucking Fahrenheit. Of course, that's why I didn't have a good sleep, because it was too fucking hot. And I went to my college campus to attend the leadership scriptwriting club meeting. Basically, only me and Thomas. So I arrived. Here's me. Here's Thomas. Okay, before I left though, I was like, I don't know why, but today I seem really productive. I did 2 reviews. I finished the biology homework before I left. And right before I left, I washed the dishes, like used the dishwasher, and I took out all the clean dishes. I also did something that I have been putting off doing for 2-3 weeks. And that is to clean my blue shoes after the fucking mountain shoot with Thomas. I cleaned it. Sprayed it with my alcohol spray. Rubbed it with my alcohol wipes. On top of that, I finally did something. Ever since mid-September, Cindy has returned my blue luggage, but I've been planning to clean it, but I never did, but I finally did it. I cleaned it, and lo and behold, marks. This is brand fucking new. Great job. Great job. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't ruin the luggage or anything. It's so usable, but fuck. Apparently Thomas is in room 271 instead of 272 because 272 is locked. Fine. Let's do 271. So I didn't know where 271 was, so I just walked around and then I finally found it. But before I did, lo and behold, I walked up to the seat area, you know, a couple of days ago when Pepper and Connor, you know, when they were studying together and they were sitting in that area. I'm walking towards that spot, but from the backside, which is normally where I would go. From the studio side, not the classroom side. And guess what? Pepper and Connor are still there. They are still there for some fucking reason. So I don't know if they hung out yesterday or not, but they hung out on Wednesday to study, and then they're there today to study again. Bruh. And Thomas told me to get him, so I went out and get him. Professor, and Thomas, and the professor was like, "Oh, okay." And then he came in, and he's really nice for some reason. I mean, normally he's really chill, but yeah, he just walked in the room. So I was scribbling on the whiteboard behind me because I was bored. But when he came in, of course, I can't do that. But yeah, he came in and we continued with the Zoom meeting. He added a couple things, and then we were brainstorming like games for the next Friday's meeting. And he's like, oh, and then he grabbed a marker and he drew on the whiteboard like, oh, I have a game idea and stuff. And then that's pretty much it. So it's good. It's good that both I and Thomas are making an impression on him. But also when the professor saw me, he said my name. He said my name, Enoch. He literally said it. So that's good, because last time I and Thomas talked about letters of recommendation, and Thomas asked me, does your professors even know your name? If they don't, they will never write you a letter of recommendation. They need to remember you first. Well, guess what? This professor does. And I'm 100% sure the Indian professor knows my name too. He's a smart guy. And then right before I walked away, so Pepper and Connor are studying. They seem to be actually studying and not flirting around. They were both listening to music, looking at their notes and their iPads. They seem fucking serious, you know? But I walked up to them and I asked them, oh, so how long are you gonna stay? You know, just as a nice gesture. Just a goodbye word, you know? And Pepper said, oh, I don't know. And Connor said, 11? I think this place opens until 11 p.m. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll leave you guys. Bye-bye. And they're like, bye. On our way and on the bus, I and Thomas talked about applications again. And that's cool because whenever I speak to Pepper a lot about transfer applications, I feel boring. I don't feel bored. I think she feels bored. And I feel boring. I feel like a boring person. Because I lack social skills. I don't know what to joke around with her with. So every time I talk to Pepper now, I still need like a motive. I can't just hit her up just because, you know. But Thomas is the kind of guy who can't small talk because he also lacks the social, or more like he doesn't lack the social skills. It's just that he has no time for fun. So whenever I speak to Thomas, I talk to him about applications and transfer stuff, and he's fine and he's enthusiastic about this conversation topic because that's all in his head as well. That's why he couldn't get a girlfriend and he's 22. I'm such a savage. But me too. This is also why I'm 20 and I haven't had a girlfriend yet. Because I don't have the ability to have fun anymore. Because school life has fucking ruined me. Because society has broken me, you know? But still close by. And the PIQs, the personal insight fucking questions, they're December 1st. I better start writing them. I better start busting my ass off, spinning my pen around, poking my eyeballs. I better start busting the words, man. I better be playing the words, man. I better be playing. So I better start writing my fucking essays, man. I better be writing my essays, man. Okay. So that's essentially there. I'm sorry. I'm stressed. I'm stressed and I don't know what the fuck's happened to me. Maybe it's because I had a terrible sleep. All right, time now is 12:37 afternoon on October 15th. Yeah, I had a really good sleep. I went to bed quite late actually at 3:10 a.m. I'm gonna hopefully because I'm staying at my home the whole day pretty much today, I have more time to do whatever. I have more time to edit. I have more time to do my university application stuff. I have more time to do my homework and do reviews and watch movies. I want to watch 2046 tonight. I'll watch one episode of K-drama. Last night I did some editing for my short film, sound editing, and oh my god, it's a nightmare. It's a whole migraine. And my mouse is getting really glitchy lately. Last night at around 11 p.m., randomly, Cliff, the Malaysian guy, followed me on Instagram. He saw my Instagram story where I took a photo of my laptop screen because I watched Magnolia, and then he was like, "Hey yo, this is one of my favorite films." And then we had a very nice discussion on Paul Thomas Anderson. Apparently, Paul Thomas Anderson is one of his favorite directors, and you know, he asked me what films I've seen from him, and I said There Would Be Blood, Master, and I said The Master is probably my favorite. And then he also talked about how much he likes Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig, and how much he likes Luca Guadagnino. And then I asked him if he's seen Wong Kar-wai films, and he said he's only watched In the Mood for Love. Come on, bro. Come on, bruh. Like last night when I was just brainstorming about myself, you know, I realized there are so many things I don't know about Pepper yet. Like, I want to ask Pepper one day. I'll ask her, if you could have a time machine and you could go to the future, would you? Because I'm genuinely interested in her answer. You know, because I want to dig deeper. I want to know her better. Because I want to find something interesting about her. And I feel like everyone can be interesting. You just need to look at that person in a different perspective. Okay, let's wash this. All this is only 170 calories, by the way. Damn. Okay, let's see if I can fit in a custard bun. I think I can. Oh yeah, there we go. Can I fit in one more? Nah, you know what? I'm good. I'll microwave the other one, I guess. Alright, here we go. I steamed it for a bit too long, but it's still nice, I guess. Cheers. Alright, time now is 7:03, came back home, here's what I got. Soup packets for clam soup. Oh, by the way, $55. Salmon onigiri, sake. For lunch, chicken cutlet sandwich. I bought way more than I had expected. Fuck. This is a Wawa vegetable, aka big bok choy. For dinner tonight, spicy tuna salmon. No salmon. Spicy tuna rolls. Yes. Pineapple Fanta. Chicken karaage. And pork cubes. Right here I got ramen snack. Baby Star. I miss that so much. I got the maple bun, as well as the original flavored Hokkaido milk flavored bun. I got 2 cup noodles. This one. And then I also got this one. And then I got shiitake mushrooms. And then I got the salad, also for tonight. Alright, this dinner. Got sushi here, and I got tofu and the soy sauce marinated fish. This tofu, it's not crispy, but I think this is the best I've ever gotten. The closest I've ever gotten to crispy tofu. Yes. All right. Let's try the sushi. Very large. How do I do this? Okay. Alright, time now is 8:52 p.m. I'm just gonna wrap it up. Just had a very filling dinner. Very nice. I enjoy sushi. Like it a lot. Here's my ginger ale. I looked for my hard disk. I looked for that folder in my hard disk. I can't find it. So I thought, okay, maybe it's in the other hard disk. So I got the red one. It's not in there. And then I searched folder to folder to folder, and I thought maybe I accidentally mixed it up. Nope. It's not in the hard disk. I don't know what the fuck happened. I made sure I copied everything, but apparently I didn't. So, and I don't know why it took me until October to find out that I didn't copy everything. Alright, time now is 8:08 a.m. on October 16th. It's been 2 months since round 2 has begun. It's been 2 months. Because I came back here on August 16th, so, I've survived 2 months, and I've gone quite far. Anyways, today I'm going to go to church. But there are also several things I'm going to do. So last night, I went to the church WhatsApp group and told everyone that I'm going to church because, I don't want to go to church and then everyone's too busy to drive me home. Like, I don't want that. So I need to tell them beforehand. Aside from notifying the teacher. So I told them, and then Jonah privately DM'd me on WhatsApp saying, oh, I can drive you back home. And then, Okay, one last thing. I'm not gonna do today, but I'm gonna start writing my personal insight questions. And then maybe Tuesday night, I'll do the Duolingo test. And then after I finish it, I'll teach Pepper how to do it. Okay. And I think that's it. And then on Thursday, I'm gonna see a counselor. And then on Friday, I'll go to Ralph's. Oh, I also last night I weighed myself. I'm at a new low since round 2. I'm at 126.7 pounds. Fuck. And I have no idea why. It's like LA is a magical place. I just can't help but lose weight. I just can't help it. No matter how hard I try. I'm eating 2100 calories per day right now, and it's still not enough.
cái này bảng số 3 phải không?
Today's church was a lot more satisfying than the last 2 times I've gone there before. So I ate 1.5 peanut butter cookies. It was fucking torture. I hate those cookies. And I hopped onto the church teacher's car, arrived at the church. Today's really cool, really chilled day. The weather's really nice. The sky was sort of cloudy. Sermon, almost fell asleep, but it was fine. It wasn't that bad. At the end, one of them suggested Thai food, but I had Thai food on Wednesday already. Thai again is fine, but soup noodles, please. And then someone else recommended pho, which is a Vietnamese soup noodles. So they're like, yeah, sure, let's go. So we went to Pho 87, which is a restaurant in Chinatown, walking distance. Went in there, ordered myself a $14 bowl of beef noodles, which is very friggin' satisfying. I added spicy sauce. There's a mint, the fatty beef. God damn, I miss soup noodles like this. God damn, it was amazing. I enjoyed it a lot. This morning I had a stomach ache and I didn't know why. Maybe it's because I drank cold water the first thing in the morning and it sort of fucked me up. But my stomach hurted. My belly hurted a few times, and then at some point during the sermon it stopped. Because I'm really good at that. I'm so fucking experienced with stomach aches that I will just endure it and then it'll disappear. The pain will be gone. Alright, let's go. Sony a7 III. Boom. Right here. Body only. $2,000. Add to cart. Sony Protection Plus, 2 years. Yes. Here we go. View cart. Okay, that's one. That's the camera and the protection, and then the lens. Sony. I can just type 16 to 35. This is a little more tricky. It's a little harder to find. It's neither of these. Nope, not this, not this, not this, not this. Nope. Yep, it's really tough to find. Shoot. Frick. Okay. Frick. How did I find it last time? F4. Not this, not this, not this. Oh my god. It's so difficult. I can't find it. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we freaking go. $1,200. That's a cart. Check out, and then it should be 3,600, and it's 33. But after I add all this, it should be 3,600. Yes. All right, here we go. I've entered my credit card information, and let's do it. Oh, what the? Oh no. I ran out of time. It kicked me out of the session. God damn it. Alright, hold on. Okay, holy crap. Review order, contact information. This is my address, delivery method. Okay, here we go. Sony a7 III. And this lens. 3600. I agree. And the most epic purchase of my life. The most epic purchase of my life. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Okay. Got it. That's 2.5 months of rent. It better be worth it. It better be worth it, okay? Do the laundry for my bed because I haven't changed my bed sheets for 2 months already. So that's a thing. But yeah, the significant thing that happened today is basically I bought the camera. I spent $3,619 US dollars for the camera, the lens, and the simple 2-year protection plan. And then on top of that, I spent about $58 on one 256 gigabyte SD card. So all in total, $3,770 US dollars. That is 28,800 Hong Kong dollars. Is it worth it? I hope so. I want to ask Pepper about the PIQs, and I have gathered a list of questions I would like to ask the counselor next Thursday. The Indian professor hasn't responded to me with the internship stuff, and even if I get an official 3-month-long part-time internship, it's too fucking late. Okay, it's too fucking late. But then again, I don't know much about how internships work in relation with UC and uni applications in general. I'll have to ask the counselor. And then I will probably text Christian's friend Lucas to ask him to score my short film. And that's pretty much it. Not a bad day. It's funny how last Wednesday went down like a huge turning point, like the beginning of my downfall. But I'm legit convinced that Pepper and Connor didn't see me. I've actually never cooked shiitake mushrooms before, so this is new. Cooked it with onions. Definitely doesn't fit this dish at all. Oh my god. Alright, time now is 11:22 a.m. in the morning on October 17th. It's a Monday. I mainly did revision for my biology exam, which is going to take place today. And that's pretty much it. I watched the rest of She-Hulk, but when I started watching it, it was already like 1 a.m. I'm in my pajamas now, so this means I'm going to do some exercises on my bed, some sit-ups, some push-ups. It's going to be cool. I'm going to do She-Hulk review, and then I'm going to go to biology class, and I'm going to do the exam. I'm going to do exam 2. Wish me luck. It shouldn't be that tough. You don't mess with me, okay? And that's pretty much it. And I'm excited for the camera and the lens and the SD card. So I received an email last night saying the SD card may arrive earlier in late October, between late October to like November 1st, between October 29th to November 1st, which is a bit better. I don't know why an SD card is taking so long. Duolingo test, I'm going to probably do it tomorrow night. I'll do some practice tests tonight, and then I'll do it tomorrow night so that I can help Pepper. Again, like even if Pepper just thinks I'm boring, like maybe after Pepper had met other people, she realized, man, this Enoch guy, he's really boring, or maybe he's just too weird, and he's just lame, I don't want to speak to him anymore. That's fine, okay? I think I'm already really satisfied with what I have. One more thing, I just checked the Amateur Art House Film Festival Best Editing nominations, which just dropped. Guess what, baby? Guess what? My ass got nominated again. Yo! Yeah, so I just got nominated again. I'm so happy because it doesn't make sense if I get nominated for best sound design but not editing. I worked my ass off editing that, okay? So yeah, let's go, boys, let's go. I hope I win too, but that's not likely because I'm an amateur editor. I haven't even studied editing. I've never taken any editing classes. I'm an amateur. But yeah, yay. Alright, time now is 9:22 p.m. Let's talk about today. As expected, this exam is quite tough. It's tougher than last time. I think it's partially because I didn't study enough. Last time I didn't study at all, basically. Aside from maybe a little bit on that morning. There's a guy who's like wearing glasses. He's like an anime fan because he wore a JoJo shirt on the first day. He talked about how he broke up with his girlfriend last Saturday, and because of that he wasn't in the mood to study at all, so he basically didn't even study. He's just like, you know what, fuck it. I'll just ruin this exam and then I'll study harder for the next few exams, and that will compensate for this. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm so glad not a lot of people, in fact none of the people I've met have asked me about my romantic life, because it doesn't even exist. I'm just so glad that's the case. Like, aside from the stupid Spanish class assignment, like little Spanish class breakout room activity, like nobody has ever questioned, or actually my second host did. That's it. Nobody else had asked me something like that, and I'm so thankful, because I wish people don't know, and I don't need to know other people's romantic lives as well. I don't need to know, and I don't want to know. Knowing is hurting. I don't care what is the truth, I just don't want to know. So there's that. So I put on my gloves and I'm like, you know what, I actually have a Zoom meeting. So I told the Japanese American guy to do it, so he did it at the end. We all exchanged IG information and I left. Thus I gained 2 IGs. I immediately left the classroom and I put on my earbuds and I went into the Zoom meeting with shitty campus Wi-Fi. Not as shitty as here though. And I hopped on the Zoom meeting, and all at the same time, Leslie, the Chinese girl, told me she's outside the cafe right now. So I'm like, cool, I want to meet her. So I walked to the cafe and then I said, I'm here. And then she said, oh, I'm at the bus stop now. I'm waiting for the bus. And I'm like, oh wait, the bus stop is literally 2 minutes away. So I walked to the bus stop and I saw her. And I was in a hurry because I was simultaneously listening to a Zoom meeting. So she told me in Mandarin. She said, I was in the cafe, but I came here. And she said it really fast. I know what she's saying, but she said it really fast and I don't really know how to respond. So I'm like, yeah. And then I guess she thought I didn't understand her. So she asked me, can I actually understand Mandarin? And I said, yeah, if you speak very slowly. I do want her to speak more Mandarin to me because I think that's a great way to practice my Mandarin. But another thing to keep in mind is there's a Zoom meeting I'm listening to about internship opportunities that are film related, which I very desperately need to brush up my resume. And to my surprise, 60 people showed up to the Zoom meeting. 60 people. It's amazing. Pepper didn't show up. Pepper asked me for the link. I gave her a link and she said thanks, and I said no problem, but she didn't join. At the end, however, I found out that Cliff, the Malaysian guy, is in the Zoom meeting, as well as Theo, the Italian man, the current president of Film Club. I know 2 people there. I am so fucking ingenious. Like, holy shit. Like, right now, I am at a point in life where whenever I'm confused with something, whenever I need help with something, I can just say the word. There's always someone to talk to. during class, during the lab activity, the white guy next to me was like, I can't wait to eat. I'm so hungry. And I said, I can't wait to go home. And he asked me, what are you going to do when you go home? And I said, I don't know, rest. And he's like, training, workout. He's a huge workout guy. Like, he has a picture of like his shirtless body on his Instagram or something. He's a huge workout guy, I can tell. Even though he's not buff. But, you know, he's definitely better than me. Fucking matchstick. And I'm like, no, I don't have stuff, you know. And he said, well, do calisthenics or something. I don't know what does that word mean. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you don't know what is calisthenics? And I'm like, no. And he said, oh, it's exercise with your body weight. And the other white guy sitting across me, who is a lot buffer, he's like, yeah, like push-ups and sit-ups. And I'm like, oh. And that's fucking ironic because I literally did push-ups and sit-ups this morning on my bed. But I do realize that if I look at myself in the mirror, I'm kind of fucking skinny. That should be the thumbnail shot. But today has been a good day. Like, at least in the morning, I felt like a winner. I got nominated for Best Editing. I lost a small chunk of fake tooth and I found it again. You know, Pepper responded to me, so she doesn't hate me. There's still this sense of impending doom that Pepper may find out about my YouTube channel, the vlogs. I mean, she already found out. It's only a matter of time until she found out about the vlogs. I just wish that by then she will have known me enough